not enough for the record.
Okay. Some have meat and cannot eat, and some would eat that wanted. But we have meat and we can eat, and so the Lord we thank it.
What makes something loud?
Long may your chimney smoke. That's what it means.
Lang may your
Live longer.
Yeah. Harry Moore.
more books, more books piling up.
Okay.
Right.
Hey!
Whoops, don't drop it!
It's alive! It's alive!
Hit it with a
Still
hammer.
alive.
Righty-ho, here we go.
You're on, John.
I'm at okay. All right.
Same procedure as every
Same
year.
procedure as last year, that's
Same
right.
procedure as every year, James.
Right. Fair for your honest sonsy face, great chieftain of the pudding race. Aboon them all you tack your place, painch, tripe or therm, weel are you worthy of a grace as long's me arm. The groaning trencher there you fill, your herd is like a distant hill, your pen would help to mend a mill in time of need, while through your pores the dews distill like amber bead. His knife, see, rustic labour dight, and cut you up with ready sleight,
Oi.
drenching your gushing entrails bright like any ditch. And then oh what a glorious sight, warm reeking rich. Then hold the horn they stretch and strive, deal take the hindmost, on they drive, till all their swell kites alive are Bentley drums. And then old Goodman, maced like to rive, bethank it hums. Is there, as o'er his French ragout, or olio that would store a sow, or fricassee would muck up spew with perfect scholar, looks down with sneering scornful view on such a dinner? Poor devil, see him o'er his trash, as feckless as a withered rash. His spindle shank a good whiplash, his knee a knit, though bloody flood of field to dash, oh how unfit. But mark, the rustic Haggis fed, the trembling earth resounds his tread, clapping his wailing eve a blade, he'll make it whistle, and legs and arms and heads will stand like tops of thistle. Ye powers, thou make mankind your care, and dish 'em out their bill of fare. Old Scotland wants their skinking ware that jolts in luggies, but if you wish her grateful prayer,
Give her Haggis!
Thank you. Right, whilst you're serving
Posh English. Posh. O Prince, O Chief of many throned powers, that led the embattled seraphim to war. And now we get the bones. O thou, whatever title suit thee, Old Horny, Satan, Nick, or Clutie, why in yon cavern grim and sooty, closed under hatches, sparages about the broomstain cootie, to scored poor wretches? Hear me, old hangy, for a wee, and let poor damned bodies be. I'm sure small pleasure it can gie e'en to a dale, to scalp and scourge poor dogs like me, and hear a squeal. And then just one more. And now, old cloots, I ken you're thinking, a certain bardies, ranting, drinking, some luckless oor will send him Lincoln to your black pit. But faith, he'll turn a corner jinkin and cheat you yet.
Well done.
I once was a maid, though I cannot tell when, and still my delight is in proper young men. And one of a troop of dragoons was my daddy. No wonder I'm fond of a Soldier Laddie. Sing loud aloud. The first of my loves was a swaggering blade, to rattle the thundering drum was his trade. His leg was so tight and his cheek was so ruddy. Transported I was with my Soldier Laddie. But the godly old chaplain left him in the lurch. The sword I forsook for the sake of the church. He ventured the soul, and I risked the body. 'Twas then I proved false to my Soldier Laddie. Full soon I grew sick of my sanctified sod. The regiment at large for a husband I got. From the gilded spontoon to the file I was ready. The five I was ready. I asked no more, but a Soldier Laddie. But the peace it reduced me to beg and despair, till I met my old boy in a Cunningham fair. His rags regimental, they fluttered so gaudy, my heart it rejoiced at a Soldier Laddie. And now I have lived, I know not how long, and still I can join in a cup and a song. But whilst with both hands I can hold the glass steady, here's to thee, my hero, my Soldier Laddie.
That was very good.
Can you hold your glass steady?
No, that was
Very
Get my other glasses. I'll see how I go.
Well, it's no good saying that. No, there's going to be a long
I've
interruption.
got to find them.
Are you ready?
I'll go by the light.
Oh, do you want the top light on? Are you ready?
First,
First take. Should we put the top light
this
on?
is the
Like
best
my
bit.
Selkirk Grace.
Can you put the top
lassie
light on, please?
The top light.
No.
Sure.
John, you're interrupting us. No, she started too
Ready,
quickly.
steady, go.
That's Right, are you ready?
What can a young lassie do? We an old man. What can a young lassie? What shall a young lassie? What can a young lassie do? We an old man. Bad luck on the penny that tempted my Minnie's mother, to sell her pure Jenny for siller and land, silver and land. Bad luck on the penny that tempted my mother to sell her poor Jenny for siller and land. He's always complaining from morning to evening. He boasts and he purples the weary daylight. He's doilt and he's dozing. His blood it is frozen. Oh, drear is the night, we a crazy old man. He's doilt and he's dozing. His blood it is frozen. Oh, drear is the night, we a crazy old man. He hums and he hankers, he frets and he cankers. I never can please him, do a that I can. He's peevish and jealous of the young fellows who duel all the day. I met wi' an old man. He's peevish and jealous. Oh, and the young fellows, oh, duel on the day I met wi' an old man. My old Auntie Katie upon me takes pity. I'll do me endeavour to follow her plan. I'll cross him and rack him until I outbreak him, and then his old brass he'll buy me a new pan. I'll cross him and rack him until I outbreak him, and then his old brass he'll buy me a new pan.
Excellent. There we go.
Very good.
It's a good poem.
Yeah.
Very good poem. You read that with real feeling.
Maybe,
As a method actress, where did you get
It
that
was
from?
something to do with Roddy Hopeless.
maybe she got a new pen recently.
A sonnet of when, John?
1789.
Blimey. Yeah.
August the 10th, it already happened, didn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
I call no goddess to inspire my strains. A fabled muse may suit a bard that feigns. Friends of my life, my ardent spirit burns, and all the tribute of my heart returns for boons accorded, goodness ever new, the gift still dearer as the giver, you. Thou orb of day, thou other paler light, and all ye many sparkling stars of night, if aught that giver from my mind deface, if I that giver's bounty e'er disgrace, then roll to me along your wandering spheres, only to number out a villain's years. I lay my hand upon my swelling breast, and grateful would, but cannot speak the rest.
Excellent.
Very good.
It's a friendship.
Friendship.
Our toil's obscure and all that. The rank is but the guinea's stamp. The man's the gowd for all that.
But though on hamely fare we dine, we're hodding grey and all that. Gay fools their silks and knaves their wine. A man's a man for all that. For all that and all that. The tinsel show and all that. The honest man, the say poor, is king or man for all that.
The coward slave we passing by, we dare be poor for all that. For all that, for all that. Our toil's obscure and all that. The rank is but the guinea's stamp. The man's the gowd for all that.
But though on hamely fare we dine, we're hodding grey and all that. Gay fools their silks and knaves their wine. A man's a man for all that. For all that and all that. The tinsel show and all that. The honest man, the say poor, is king or man for all that.
Ye see yon Burkie cod a lad, who struts and steers and all that. Though hundreds worship at his word, he's but a coof for all that. For all that and all that, his ribboned star and all that. The man of independent mind, he looks and laughs for all that.
A prince can make a belted knight, a marquis, duke, and all that. But honest man, a boon his might, good faith, he mourn for that. For all that and all that, the dignities and all that, the bit of sense and pride of worth, a higher rank than all that.
Then let us pray that come it may, as come it will, for all that sense and worth and all the earth shall bear the gree and all that. For all that and all that, It's coming yet, for all that man to man the world o'er shall brothers be, for all that.
Very good.
Very good. Well done.
Well done.
Both of you.
Robbie Burns.
Lend me your lumerick.
Well done.
Again.
Very good duet.
Yeah, absolutely. Well done.
Very
Yeah,
good.
well
Yeah.
done.
We're going to be famous.
You are a definite duo.
What do you mean, mate? We're gonna do.
Can a young lassie do we an old man?
Oh.
Okay.
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 We sleeky, cowering, timorous beastie. Oh, what a panic's in my breastie. Thou need no start a was so hasty with bickering brattle. I would be laith to rin and chase thee with murdering pattle. I'm truly sorry man's dominion has broken nature's social union, and justifies that ill opinion which makes thee startle at me, thy poor earth-born companion and fellow mortal. I doubt now whiles but thou may thieve, what then, poor beastie, thou maun leave, a diamond acre in a thrieve, 'tis small request, or get a blessing with the lave, and never miss it. Thy wee bit housey too in ruin, it silly was the winds a strewin', and naething now to big a newin,
of foliage green, and bleak December's winds ensuing, both snell and keen. Thou saw the fields lay bare and wast, and weary winter coming fast, and cosy here beneath the blast thou thought to dwell, till crash the cruel coulter passed out through thy cell. That wee bit heap of leaves and stibble has cost thee money a weary nibble. Now thou's turned out for all thy trouble. But house or hold to thaw the winter's sleety dribble and clanreek cold. But Mousie, thou art no vain, improving foresight may be vain. The best laid schemes of mice and men gang after gley, and lay us naught but grief and pain for promised joy. Still thou art blessed, compare with me, the present only toucheth thee, but oh, I backward cast my e'e on prospects drear, and forward, though I cannot see, I guess and fear.
True.
You will remember from our annual international
Oh no, we won't.
gathering the name of Miss Jean Ogilvy of that ilk.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yes.
She and her colleagues in the Department of Obscure Cultural Traits at Strathclyde and Stranraer University, the Octonockey House, have stumbled upon one or two rare treats from the canon of the immortal bard during their exhaustive and exhausting researches into poetical history. Yes, they've done it again. Whilst exploring the dusty and dark cellars of the Ayrshire Corn and Barley Exchange, Drumcondry under Droon, since converted into a bingo and burger concession rented by Withershins Cheap Beer and Fags Get Brexit Done Company, Junior Assistant Fiona McThrifty tripped over a raised manhole cover, Health and Safety Department take note, and grabbed a cupboard to save her form, and was startled by a flurry of paperwork and mouse droppings tumbling onto her fiery red hair, groomed to extra length by the application of Pantene Super Shampoo and Conditioner, you know it makes sense, Lavender Limited Edition. In barely legible pencil, she read what appears to be a first draft of the bard's famous poem, To a Mouse. This is a real treasure indeed. Calligraphy expert Hamish MacDull has confirmed that the handwriting is that of Burns himself. Tonight is the public premiere of this gem. Before I read it, on a sadder and human note, I must mention that the Department of Obscure Cultural Traits is in crisis. It appears that Hamish MacDull and Fiona McThrifty have eloped together to Gretna Green. Miss Jean Ogilvy of that ilk is said to be devastated. Tearfully, she sobbed to me recently, "I'll get that rat if it's the last thing I do." There has been no comment from the happy couple. Anyway, here goes, To a Mouse, first draft 1782. We sleek it, cowering, timorous Rishi. Don't think tight trousers make you
Dishy.
Thou need not start away so hasty for your right wing. I would be loath to run and chase thee to that murderous prattle. I am truly sorry Braverman's dominion has broken nature's social union and justifies that ill opinion which makes thee startle at Tory bigots, earth-born companion and fellow mortal. The Tory coalition's now in ruin, cold winds of by-elections brewing, and nothing helpful to be seen around parliamentary green. Fierce winter gales around thee gather, revealing disputes, anger, blather. But Rishi, thou art not on thy ain, improving foresight may be vain. The best laid schemes of mice and men gang after gley, and leave you naught but grief and pain when seeking re-election once again.
Hey. Well spoken, McJohn.
Oops.
And which way will you
There
be
was a
voting in the
mouse.
next election, McJohn?
It's a cat.
Are you ready for Rishi again?
Ready for Rish. I'm thinking about it, Gareth. Pondering it, you know.
Do,
weighing it
please.
up.
Scottish air, it says. Ye banks and braes, a bonny doon, how can ye bloss so fresh and fair? How can ye chaunt, ye little birds, and I so weary, full of care? Ye'll break my heart, ye warbling birds, that warble on the flowery thorn. Ye mind me, oh, departed joys, departed never to return. Oh, have I often roved by bonny Doon,
By morning and by evening shine, to hear the birds sing all their loves, as fondly once I sang o' mine. With lightsome heart I stretched my hand and pulled a rosebud from the tree, but my false lover stole the rose and left the thorn wi' me.
Well
Lovely.
done, Gareth. Yes, here we go.
Here we go. The henpecked husband
You look henpecked.
just looked. Cursed be the man, the poorest wretch in life, the crouching vessel to a tyrant wife, who has no will but by her permission, who has no sixpence but in her possession, who must to her his dear friend's secrets tell, who dreads a curtain lecture worse than hell. Were such the wife had fallen to my part, I'd break her spirit, or I'd break her heart. I'd charm her with the magic of a switch, and kiss her maids, and kick the perfect pitch.
Oh, yeah.
But now unroofed the palace stands, the scepter fallen to other hands. Fallen indeed, and to the earth, whence grovelling reptiles take their birth. The injured Stuart line is gone, and raised outlanders filled their throne. An idiot race to honor lost, who know them best, despise them most. That's it. Are you surprised?
Fortune grieves him, while the star of hope she leaves him. Me, nae cheerful twinkle lights me, dark despair around benights me. I'll ne'er blame my partial fancy, nothing could resist my Nancy. But to see her was to love her, love but her, and love for ever. Had we never loved so kindly, had we never loved so blindly, never met or never parted, we'd have ne'er been broken-hearted.
Right.
G and then D.
Yeah, ignore that, ignore that.
E major, C. Or is it E minor? I'm not sure.
I'll play it for you.
Oh yes, it's G minor.
Okay, and please join in.
Acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind. Should all acquaintance be forgot and Auld Lang Syne, for Auld Lang Syne, my dear, for Auld Lang Syne, will raise an eager in the sea, for Auld Lang Syne. Yet for Auld Lang Syne, for Auld Lang Syne, my dear, for Auld Lang Syne, we'll say the Lord for yet for Auld Lang Syne. Battled in the street, our morning sun till dawn. What cease between us fraught since Auld Lang Syne, for Auld Lang Syne, my dear, for Auld Lang Syne, we'll take all kindness yet for Auld Lang Syne. Thy trusty friend turned to kind Auld Lang Syne, for Auld Lang Syne, my dear, for Auld Lang Syne, we'll take all kindness yet for Auld Lang Syne, for Auld Lang Syne, my dear, for Auld Lang Syne, we'll take a cup of kindness yet for Auld Lang Syne. Yay!
I can imagine him saying the second, not the first. It's a bit bold, isn't it? Maybe. In his early work.
His early work, maybe the immature.
Yes.
Right, Elegy on the Year 2023, with apologies to Robert Burns, his 1788 poem.
Robbie Burns.
Robbie Burns.
Robbie Burns.
Robbie Burns.
Again.
Lang may you lumber.
Lang may your lumbridge.
You drum break. For lords and kings I dinna mourn, e'en let 'em die, for that they're born. But oh, prodigious to reflect, a 12-month sirs has gone to wreck. Oh, 23 in thy small space, what dire events have taken place, of what contentment thou hast reft us, in what a pickle thou hast left us. The NHS is now destroyed, junior doctors' anger unalloyed. The railway's broken, unable to function, understaffed, crowded, timetables up the junction. HS2 cancelled, the North neglected, levelling up a promise now rejected. Northern Tories angry, upset, abandoned, doomed, for the scrap heap you bet. But let me praise one Alan Bates, who challenged all those reprobates at Fujitsu and the dear post office. Years of unlawful artifice, years of abuse and threats and demands, years of terror when power commands, years of trashing innocent folk. He prodded and pushed till justice awoke. Now politicians find it apt to pry, the Met investigate, the press to cry foul at powerful bullying bosses who prosecuted innocents for fictitious losses. He refused to be honoured, unlike Vanel's, a woman destined for the gloomiest of hells. So let us raise a glass in praise of a humble man and his dogged ways.
John Bates.
Alan Bates.
Alan Bates.
And his brother.
And his brother, John.
We'll explain that later.
Okay.
Nadine Dorris, she of tantrums and tears. Her love for Johnson outlasts their careers. But to balance her loss, the return of a lord. Dodgy Dave is back, spreading his wisdom abroad. His task is now to charm all the sheikhs. I wonder, how much money he makes. The list of wrongdoers darkens our tone. Who now is pure? Surely not Michelle Mone. The Mona Lisa, enriched with spouse, sulking complainer, a petulant grouse. Nor is that bully and brute Peter Bone, another libertarian, to sex and violence prone. This government has lasted for 14 long years, the country in tatters, and we are reduced to sad tears. Directionless drift meant everyone's loss, when chaos is normal and normal's chaos. Now let's get this clear, then let it go. Rwanda is safe. Rishi says it's so. Though the court disagrees and Lineker's upset, our ministers fly there often. First class travel, I bet. Braverman, cleverly, Jenrick, Patel, never concede to vile living hell. Migrants afloat risk all to get taken from here to Rwanda, a place God-forsaken. And what about Rishi, our stopgap filler, supposedly calm, a cool hand on the tiller? Through the COVID inquiry, the answers he garbles. One wonders in truth if he still has his marbles. Yes, they are here in the British Museum. Free entry to all, except Greeks who can't see them. Thank you, Kath. Loyal as ever. My ruddy wife.
Her ruddier husband.
The end is in sight for this scurvy lot. Their ship is sinking. National honour is shot. Corruption, arrogance, disdain and greed, the wrong people in charge in our hours of need. Oh, depraved new world that has such Tories in it. Oh, tired old government, let the voters all bin it. King Charles, God bless him, is now on the throne. Wife at his side, he's never alone. All big ears and daughter-in-law Kate, the colour of Archie, they began to debate. Harry and Meghan justly created a fuss and sold a few books of no interest to us. Oh, what a horrible bunch of entitled folk. But Meghan, you shouldn't have joined if you can't take a joke. Welcome, New Year, thou art but 25 days old. Make thou a better start and bold. Remember, thou must have a care now thou hast thy daddy's chair. Thou beardless boy, though but a bairn, of politics and royalty thou's much to learn. Thou art free agent, aware of all the lies and bombast that Christian folk despise. Remember, thou art a virtuous man. Be as muckle better as ye can. And if ye art honest, true and calm, you'll fly o'er them all, quite free from harm. Lang may your lum reek.
Well done.
Well
Very
spoken.
good.
John.
Of all the money that I have had, I spent it in good company, and of the harm that I have done, alas, it was to none but me. And all I've done for want of wit to Mary now I can't recall. So fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all. All the comrades that I have had, they are sorry for my going away, and all the sweethearts that there I had, they would wish me one more day to stay. But since it falls unto my lot that I should rise and you should not, I'll gently rise and softly call. Good night and joy be with you all.
Good night.